Okay, let's take a look at replacing the keyboard on this Latitude e5450. So I watched a couple of videos, and one of the first things that needs to be done is to remove the back case. Go ahead and so this particular laptop is my wife's. She actually uses it for work, and we have had it for, I believe, 4 years. Purchased it on Woot as a refurbished Dell business class machine. It's got some decent features. It's a Core i5, came with a 256 gig SSD, and ironically, the SSD is the only thing that actually has failed on this machine. So, all right, so we have removed all of the screws. So we should be able to pop the back right off of this. So I was mentioning that the actual SSD is the only thing that's failed on this machine. It's done a really good job for a system that has was refurbished. So we're pretty happy with it. The keyboard has finally gotten to the point where a couple of keys stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this keyboard. So you do have to remove the battery. Which means we also have to remove this cable. Oh, and actually looking at this, I also did replace the battery, but that's not strange at all for a machine that's this age. All right, so under here we have multiple connections. The keyboard's got 4 different ribbon cables because this is, it's one of their most advanced keyboards. So it has the full pointer integrated into the middle of the board with the 3 mouse buttons, and it's also backlit. So several different devices going on there with the keyboard. So we pop these connectors up, and that should allow us to remove the ribbon cables on the original keyboard. Okay, so now I think we're supposed to flip this over and remove the cover for the actual keyboard so we can get to the screws underneath. So this is going to be interesting. In the video that I saw, the person was having a little bit of an issue popping this off. Looks like it's easy to potentially break it. looks like starting from the side is a little bit easier. Go. All right, and that has been removed. So now, got a keyboard screws to remove. Interestingly, it looks like at least one of the screws is missing. So I wondered during the refurbishment process if someone did not replace all of the keys, and if that's one of the reasons why we're having some issues with this keyboard. Because it only has 2 screws, and I believe it's supposed to have at least 4. So there's a screw missing here, a screw missing here, a screw missing there. So it's supposed to have 5 screws, and it looks like there's only 2 that made it into this machine. And unfortunately, I don't have the replacement screws. So I'm just prying this up. There's some small clips on the side. Looks like there might be. There we go. Always makes me nervous with the clips. Okay, and we've got the old keyboard out. Set that aside. And the new keyboard. Let's see, first, feed the ribbon cables through. That's probably a smart idea. Press everything down so it gets underneath the clips. Does look like it's a pretty good fit. Keys feel good. Let's take a look underneath. And we do have the ribbon cables. It looks like they are in position, so we should be good to go with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of screws back into the two that we have back into the actual keyboard itself. Alright, and now to put the cover back on. Make sure that we get all of the clips. All right, looks pretty good. We'll flip this over. And this part always makes me nervous, but I've got to get these, line the ribbon cables up properly. I will finish the others, but let's go ahead and fire it up. Make sure that it's going to actually work for us. We are booting. All right, looks like we are good to go with our keyboard replacement. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. If you like this, make sure you like the video, give us a thumbs up. I do this type of content. I'm trying to make it a little bit more regular, but it's going to be technology focused, projects around the house. Like this project, my wife needed a new keyboard. I was considering getting a new laptop, but why not just replace the keyboard? I think I spent about 20 bucks on the keyboard. So I'll have other content that's very similar to this, trying to be as practical as possible about things that affect our lives. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. If you have any comments or questions about anything, leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot and thanks for watching. Bye.